How you doing, guys? Big Mac Dan School here again today. Just got a quick one for you to show you the repair work I've done on the Void Weaver. So as you saw in the last video, I had the teal, the Sotec green diamonds covered up, and then I reprimed it grey and then refaded the white in again. So I'm quite pleased with the result. It's a little rough around the edges of teal, but what I can do is go in there now and neaten that up with the brush with the Sotec green. Just neaten it up. The issue before was some of the grey areas. There was some leakage of the Sotec green into the grey areas, and I don't have basically the grey is a Halford's primer, so I don't have that paint to paint with a brush. I mean, I could spray some into the lid or something and just use it, but you know, I wasn't too confident of doing that. So there's a few areas here where just back there where the tape has peeled away some of the Sotec green, but I can just go back in there with a brush, fix that up. Some of these edges here are a little rough, as I mentioned. I can fix them up pretty easily and hopefully get a nice straight edge in on this one here, this middle diamond. Just around this side as well. It's a little rough on that one, but as I said, I can go in there with the brush now and fix that. That's my update. I've also got this tin of Harlequin dice. It was the GW, when they got into the habit of releasing dice for the armies they were releasing. They released this, and I picked it up, and then I was rolling dice yesterday, and I was like, it's a really similar colour scheme to what I've done on my Void Weaver. I didn't even realise, so maybe that's where subconsciously I'd taken inspiration from. So I thought that was nice to show. What I might do on some of my other Void Weavers. What the Harlequins have is troops of the light, troops of the dark, and troops of the twilight, is something like that. So I was thinking maybe have these as troops of the light with the teal, and then with a red going into like an orange, maybe a yellow, have that as troop of the twilight, and then another colour as troop of the what did I say for this one? I can't remember. So basically have one colour for troop of the dark, one colour for troop of the light, and one colour for troop of twilight, or I think it's twilight. I'll pause it here, one sec. Yeah, so as you can see on the page, it's troop of the light, twilight, and dark, and they have each have different symbols as well. Yeah, so the different symbols are the troop of the light has a triangle, the twilight has a heart, and then it's like a diamond for the troop of the dark. Yeah, so just a little bit of fluff there I thought I'd show you. And getting back to the miniature, there we go. Not really got much else to say today. Hopefully when I've stopped recording this, I'll get some golds on the model, on the weapons and that, as I was mentioning in my previous video. Get some golds on there. I might try and paint up this guy, but I might save that till tomorrow. Not done anything with the solitaire yet. Just bring him back into shot though, plonk him on there. So yeah, one thing I'm obviously going to do is give him a round base. I'm thinking I'm going to run him with there's a gun you can run your characters with in the Harlequin book, and it's basically a shuriken pistol that has a special rule called quick fire. You get to shoot the amount of times, basically equivalent to the amount of attacks your character gets, and he gets 6 attacks. So it's a nice little extra a way of getting extra wounds off a unit before you attack it. So potentially I could run in with a shuriken pistol to represent that in this arm, and a Harlequin's kiss on the other arm. And then I think they run with the kiss and the caress. I think the Harlequins do. The caress is like it's just looks like a normal hand almost. It's almost like a power fist, but you know, it just looks basically it's like normal hand sized. So I could just basically say he's holding that in the hand that he's got the caress on. So there we go. That's my thoughts so far, and yeah, that's everything I've got for you today. So I'll see you on the battlefield.